I don't know how helpful this video will be because I don't really have um, anything constructive to say or anything. I think, yeah, I need to hear that later. I don't have anything. And that's okay. Um, that is okay. I set a timeline for myself and it's not going as planned. But that's okay because, you know, I think that with everything else, with this, um, I kind of tried to be open to the whole of the experience and feel it all. And I think what I might have been afraid of when I would suppress my feelings before is not being able to get myself out of it or, just being overcome or whatever. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think that I have progressed to a point where I can at least be aware of when I'm overindulging, even in my self-pity, whatever you want to call it. So I don't think it's going to be, forever. But I'm sad today. And maybe because, I'm sad. I feel sad today. I'm not sad, but I feel sad. And that's okay. This is the price you pay for really wanting something, And I think because I just taught myself not to want things, that when I do, my response may not be realistic, or maybe it is. And just not, it's just not the same as what other people's would be. But that doesn't mean it's not real for me. That doesn't mean that it's disingenuous. If anything, I feel like I'm being very genuine right now because, there was a time when I would have made myself feel guilty for being sad. Why? It's a normal human emotion. And it's necessary sometimes. And the sublimation of that causes other problems. So why not just sit in it and feel it and, you know, let it pass when it's ready to pass. So that's what I'm doing. Because I've made up in my mind that I'm not that girl, the one that is okay with pining after someone from afar and pretending like, you know, whatever she's getting is enough. I'm not that girl. I'm the girl that shoots my shot. I'm the girl that says what I want. And when I don't get that shit, I pout and I cry and I move on to the next shit I want. And I'm not gonna, I said that I would. And maybe one day, I feel like one day I will. But today, I'm just not interested in holding space. And holding myself together. I don't feel like it. I said my piece. I did my thing that I do. And, today I want to cry and be sad about it. And then tomorrow I'll boss up and go to work and I'll be okay. I have something else to focus on and I'll be all right. I'm going to be busy for the next 2 weeks. And I'm glad about that. I just want enough energy to work and care for my kids and sleep. And then, you know, it'll go away. And I'm just excited for that. I'm excited for it to go away. And I'm excited to feel the way I used to feel, which is, genuine appreciation and admiration and, just gratefulness to have that type of friend. That's what I truly felt, and I want to get back there because this shit is for the birds. And, you know, I'm not that girl in junior high that is only good enough for boys to ask if their friend is available. I ain't that girl. I'm not that girl. And I may have felt like that girl temporarily, but that's not who I am. And it doesn't matter what I feel like I deserve or how high I shoot. Some things are just not for you. No matter how much you want them. And you have to know that it doesn't mean that you're not good enough for it. Whether they think that or not, it matters that you know that you have an inner knowing that whatever it is you don't have in this moment that you desire, latching on some temporary, however deep, however genuine seeming emotions to something that is not for you. It's not going to make it for you. And you got to know that whatever is for you is better than that shit anyway. And besides, you never want to be settled for. You never want to be settled for. I can tell when I'm not quite right for something. And, because I have a certain amount of insecurities, I probably target certain things. But truth be told, I'm a fucking gift. I'm a fucking blessing. I am. I'm dope. Even today, even last week, even when you decided you didn't fucking want me, even when you didn't see me as an option because I wasn't cute enough, or I hadn't lost the right amount of weight, or hadn't gotten to the certain amount of confidence, or, your phone wasn't dry enough or whatever. I was dope then too. And I'll be dope tomorrow when I'm not as far along as I think I might need to be. And I'm going to be dope when I'm over this shit. And I'll be dope when I get lonely again. And I'll be dope until he come. And then I'll be dope after that. That's it. Period. So any other thing I'm feeling outside of that is temporary and not my default setting. It's not my natural state. My natural state is dope. My natural state, my default setting is dope as fuck. I'm sorry that, you don't recognize it. I had a man tell me, as fine as I am, that if I lose 50 pounds, I'll be good. First of all. And I don't know where men come off feeling like, number one, you good enough to tell me what's wrong with me. And number two, that you are fine enough, smart enough, rich enough to critique what you think would make me better. I didn't ask you. It wasn't a question. I was 16 years old, 15, 16 years old. There was this creeper who now I know is a creeper, but at 16, I didn't know he was a creeper, you know? And having been told I was mature for my age all my life, I just assumed that that's why older men like me. So it made sense to me. But I was still very much a little girl. And I was still very much immature and naive. And I remember, and I dealt with him later on too, and found out he was married and had 6 kids and all this. So he was just a predator, okay? But anyway, he said to me one day, I was getting carts. I worked at Save-A-Lot. I was getting the carts from the parking lot. Hot as hell. Had on shorts because it's hot, right? But they were Bermuda shorts, so they were an appropriate length. But still, he walked behind me and said to me, "You keep at it and you're going to be fine as hell." Bitch! It's laughable to me because the state that I was in at that time, with probably, a similar, if not markedly lower amount of self-esteem at that time. I was fine as hell. I was fine. I looked exactly like the women I want to look like now. That's what I look like. And this nigga had the nerve. And that one comment, I didn't realize how much it shaped me into wanting to be something for some random ass. This is just one experience, but it sticks out in my mind because the audacity of niggas to think they have the right.